Okay, so what I've done so far is I created a sticky note. Basically, this contains everything you're going to need to connect your Flutter app to an HyperDB. Sorry, this is everything you're going to need to connect Flutter to HyperDB. So what I'm going to do is there are a few things I'm going to need. I don't want to open my browser again once I start creating the app. So well, start free basically, but I'm already signed in. I think. Oh wow, this was not the password. Flutter, and um, there are also other things to note. Remember how? Okay, first let's copy this. I think I already copied it, but okay, I think this is it. Yeah, it happens to be the same thing. So while we're doing the and by the way, this is just recbean.com. While we're running the query, remember I added a basic auth which was open source and a password which was free for all. I mean, isn't that what open source is all about? And when I did a send query, I got 200 back, yeah. But now there is this part which is the base 64 encoded version of the username and password, just in case you did not like you can't get that encoded. You can basically just run it here and you get it. This is what you need, and you can basically run the code for multiple languages. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to create a Flutter app right in here. So that's documents demo, and we'll connect it and show all our users. That's very easy, but it's going to be a work in progress. It's going to be a little bit of left right. Telegram is opened. And what this is a console emulator. I actually want you guys to see the name. This is a console emulator. You can do the same thing I'm doing right here with command prompt. So cd documents demo, and now Flutter create harper 6. Sorry, my bad. It's going to run. We're going to take a little while, and then it's going to run, and then you're going to see something like Apache here, and it's already appeared. Sorry if you hear me sneezing, and I'm guessing I'm not really having a good day with these allergies right now, but we must learn. So let's do this. This is easy as it goes. Now, unlike Node and the rest where you have to use an npm to install, I mean this is fairly easy. You just use the cloud function and you're good to go. You're set up. It's going to take a little while. It's getting all the packages I need. Okay, why do I feel like this is not going to run properly? Sometimes I use a VPN for this because, oh well. Play, play. So like I said, this is actually a base 64 encoded version of the username and the password. In case you cannot get it, I forgot to show you guys on the web browser, but this is one thing that's going to be universal, whether you're getting generating code for JavaScript, PHP, whatever you're generating code for, this right here is going to remain constant. Nothing is going to change about it. And while we wait, I think I have to use a VPN because this is not going to go through. And once I use the VPN, most definitely it should run easily. And are we good to go? Internet access and still running. This is very interesting. Okay, you're not connected. And as you can see, all I needed to do was use a VPN because sometimes it gets cranky like that and I'm not able to access pub.datlang.org. That's pub.datlang.org. So once you can't, if you're having difficulty during the running Flutter pub get, just use your browser and check for this URL. And if it doesn't go through, then probably you'd have to use a VPN. That's the easiest fix for now. So what I want to do is actually enter into the folder harper sheet, and I want to migrate it to no safety. So this will enable no safety. I don't think we should branch into no safety right now. It's just the connection that should be your main focus. Connection between backend and front end running smoothly and seamlessly. That is our goal, and I'm hoping we're going to get that easily. And it's just going to take a while too. Okay, I think this is the point where I need to change my VP. I need to turn off the VPN because sometimes VPN tends to stop this process, which is very frustrating because it does one and oh, okay, today it can do both. Okay, la. This is the last one. The third one and final one should be done in now. All right. So it has made 4 edits to different files. I think 4 files. Yeah, 4 files also. 11 changes here. One, one, and one. So now that's it for the command prompt version. We're just going to go straight and open this up. Open with code, and that is my VS Studio Code, which is currently my top IDE. I mean, because it's just good, and development seems to go fine. So I mean, what more can I ask for? And oh well, this is a slow laptop, so this is going to take a little bit longer. Although I heard for Apple Apple laptops, which is the MacBook, it runs very fast. Oh, interesting. I think I might have done something wrong. I'd have to close this and open a particular folder in VS Code, not. And this is what I needed. So basically you're getting started page, and once you migrate it, obviously maybe next time, but not now. Some packages are missing or out of date. Would you like to get them? Well, you know how some of the files were edited. So the pubspec.yaml or YAML actually was updated, and when you update that file, you have to get the packages. And where am I getting? Setup has detected that setup is running currently. Okay. Okay. This is one of those days. Okay. Keep waiting. Okay, so this is going to take a bit of a while, so I'm going to pause it and come back. Okay, so what do you know? It's actually started running, and once you get this exit code 0, it means everything ran properly, smoothly, everything is going fine. Now, the next thing we have to do is open this lib file and go to main.dat, because this is where your app actually starts from. It looks for this file main.dat, and whatever the main.dat says, that's what it will do, and from there your app starts getting multiple pages. So it basically starts from here, and that's why this is the file we'd have to edit. I'm just going to wait for a Flutter logo to show here, and then I'd run it and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, gang over here, and I've got my Flutter logo over here, which means I'm ready for all of it. And then normally I use F5 buttons. This is a visual tutorial, so I'd have to use this. So you just basically click start debugging, and voila. Well, this should come to the debug console, and then you see a launch. Okay, wait, stop. Uh, it was going to run on my phone, but I have other devices I could run it on, so I'm timing that out. And since I'm using my desktop, I'm just going to make the app a desktop app, and wow, uh, F5. And then this is going to launch, and then you're going to see building Windows application. Like I said, Flutter can deploy for multiple platforms. Right now I'm using Windows, so it's only going to give me the Windows option, but if you're using Linux, it's going to give you the Linux option. If you want to develop for web, it's going to give you, and all of that. Edge. This is my mobile phone with me here, and this is an emulator, and so on and so forth. And now we're building application, and I'm guessing this is going to take a while, so I'm just going to pause. I promise this will be the last pause in this tutorial, and I'll come back when it's done, because mine is going to take a little while getting all the dependencies and everything it needs for the application to start running. Okay gang, so basically it's building, or I think it's done. It's still building, but this is where we are. Okay. Not responding, and I think I might have triggered that. Okay. Alright, let's give it a while, gang. So welcome back. Finally it has loaded. This is the perk of having a low system, and you can see it's pretty responsive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all of this out. I'm basically going to like clean all of this, and we're going to start from scratch. This is the default, so let's start from scratch. Let's see, void main run app, my app. Okay, and yes, I know I see the errors. If I let me put it on the big screen so we can see, we have 5 errors, and I understand why. I'll give it a second. Stateless widgets code my app, and the errors are going to reduce pretty drastically. I'm going to be use material, and that's left with 2 errors. Okay, this is wrong. It should be my app, and here we go. Both should match. This and this should match. And what I want it to be, okay, so it's going to be a material app. Basically, it's just self-explanatory. Yep, and home. This is the first page. There's a sequence to it. You could either use home or routes. But I'm just going to use home, and let's call this harper getter. Or this needs to be in caps. And you're getting an error because obviously there's no method called harper getter, so we're going to create that stfu, which means shut the fuck up, but Flutter had a way of turning that around. So it's actually stateful widgets. This is the stfu, so stateful widget, and then we called it harper getter. Okay, harper get. Let me put the R. Well, let me just add the R. Now add it here. Now, if I should rerun this, would get a white page. Oh yeah, good thing with Flutter, you don't have to rebuild. Just save, and then with the hot load function, sorry, with the hot load function, it's automatically trans. Are you serious right now? Not loading again. How many times do I have to go through this? Well, okay. Why that is doing what it wants to do, I'm just going to write a few code. Basically, because I need an ABBA, and give me 1. And you can see what I'm pressing to give the suggestions like this. I'm just pressing Control space. Okay, that does not come with an ABBA anymore. Does it come with a body? Interesting. technical difficulties, I would say. I wonder if I'm writing the same thing, because I know like this error comes from Abba, and wow, do I have to manually tell you to suggest it? I'm definitely not going to write it, because actually half of this I don't have in my head. I just have suggestions and stuff like that. And this is really taking a long time to reload. So title, just gonna call this harper Levy. Oh god. Well, the title should be a text. So I'm going to use a text widget. Harper DB cloud. Now harper DB Flutter App. I'm actually doing all this and waiting for this to load, but it seems we're going to wait a while because it is not loading at all. I think I have too many processes running, by the way, but still a low end system. And well, center, I want it centered, so true. I want the title to be inside. I'm not going to write through myself. You have to obviously suggest it. Okay, I think I'll do this. Okay. Okay, guys, I know this is frustrating, but I'm going to have to pause it again for the, I hope for the last time, until